Pirate Chain. ARRR. So, look, privacy coins are in a tough spot right now. And I expect this tough spot's going to get worse, to be honest. I think Pirate Chain has some potential. However, I'm going to point out, more than in this video, I'll point out the risks. I'll point out the best case scenario as well. But we got to look at the reality of where privacy laws are at. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. When I did the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. And if you'd have done the same, let's say you'd have popped $100 into each one when I released the videos, all you had to do is sit on these coins for 16 months. You'd have been able to sell them all these prices, and your total profit from $100 into each in under a year and a half would have been over 123 grand. Now, again, that's in under a year and a half, guys. It's nearly a house. You don't have that long anymore. We're already in a bull cycle, and if your portfolio is non-existent or just simply not sorted out and full of rubbish, you need to get it done as soon as possible, because once these markets rip, they're going to rip fast. And you're going to miss out on a ton of profits. So if you head over to copymycrypto.com now, have a look at the site. On there, you'll see what the members have earned. You'll see the successes and the history. It's all public record as well, so you can verify it. Now is the time to do something about your portfolio. And if you read through the site, if you see what it's all about, I think you'll realize copymycrypto.com is a site that can really help you out. So where I dive into the markets every day, when I find coins that I want to add to my portfolio, my members find out about the coins and the price that I'm going to buy them at. When I sell, I do the same thing. So there's no work for my members and they make the exact same profit. So if you haven't ever checked copymycrypto.com out, check it out now before it's too late, guys. Before these markets rip. So pause the vid, have a look. So, Pirate Chain. As we can see, price is very low. Volume's piss poor as well. Look at that, 73,000 in a day. Really weak. As you can see in the last bull cycle, Pirate Chain absolutely rocketed. Pirate Chain was being used a hell of a lot. You know, was at lows of 3 cents, went all the way up to over $12. A huge, huge, huge gainer. And what is it? Well, it's a proper proof of work privacy coin. They harness the delayed proof of work from Komodo, the zero-knowledge proof transactions from Zcash, and the rule of enforced privacy-only transactions by Monero. A lot of other privacy coins have privacy features. Pirate claims to be 100% private, as well as the first Z transaction-only chain. Now, they're protected from 51% hacks because they use Komodo's delayed proof of work, meaning blocks are notarized on both Komodo and Litecoin blockchains. So attempts to mount a 51% attack would mean that a hacker has to overcome hash rates of Bitcoin, Komodo, and Pirate, which would cost ridiculous money. So in terms of security, it is outstanding. In terms of usage, this was at one point phenomenal. Now, in terms of where it's at now, obviously not in great nick right now. No privacy coins really are in particularly good positions as of right now. Basically, what happened is the EU have slammed privacy coins multiple times. They've done it quite recently. The EU Innovation Hub for Internal Security examined how privacy coins mixing protocols make regulatory efforts harder. They allow for money laundering. They allow for funding terrorism. All the standard fear-mongering BS that they use. They also highlight some realities. One reality is that hackers have used things like Tornado Cash to try and remove traceability. We know that was happening with North Korea. Hackers used Tornado Cash to siphon HTX's hack. I think it's ridiculous that the Tornado Cash developer was found guilty of money laundering. He was a developer. He's not the one doing it. It's what he developed. I think it's appalling that he's done it for that. But the problem is that basically the EU Innovation Hub called out currencies like Monero, like Zcash, like Grin, like Dash, saying that mixers and privacy coins have been complicating tracing for years, but Mimblewimble zero-knowledge proofs are relatively new developments that can also obscure the visibility of cryptocurrency addresses, balances, and transactions, and allow bad actors to launder money, What this has caused is a ton of removal of privacy coins from EU jurisdictions. So Pirate Chain and others can't really be traded in the EU. Which is a big goddamn problem. Like, how is the volume going to come through when you've literally got a continent that can't trade? Yes, technically DEXs in theory could be used, but again, you've got to have a DEX that's specific to the Pirate Chain blockchain, which is not easy, right? Unless they're going to develop it, but in which case it's literally a DEX with one coin on it and a stable coin potentially. And Monero's having issues. Like all crypto privacy coins are going to have issues. And the problem is it just going to be the EU? Are other governments going to get involved? I mean, what if America get involved? What if they start trying to ban privacy coins? I mean, don't forget, the Patriot Act allowed the American government to spy on all its citizens. Privacy is not something that they're that they're concerned about. So it could easily be that we see a ban of privacy coins in America, in which case all privacy coins are up a creek without a paddle. Now, best case scenario is that some of these governments, particularly the EU, retract their sort of statements about privacy. If that happens, we could see mass relisting. If we saw mass relisting, there's potential that there could be a rally. Particularly, all of a sudden Pirate Chain ends up on KuCoin, or it ends up on, other exchanges. I wouldn't necessarily expect Binance at this point because the volume is so weak right now. But even just other listings would surge the volume, which would surge the buying pressure. So there's potential that could run back up to maybe $2.50, maybe a little bit higher, but probably not going to do too much else. The reality is the Pirate Chain and other privacy coins are in a really tough situation. If they are delisted in particular jurisdictions, so say the EU, any EU citizen that wants them either has to use a VPN to buy them, or there's got, if there are DEXs that support these privacy chains, using them. However, if you're a holder, I would totally understand anyone selling at this point, because the risk is massive that you're never going to really get any significant profit here. And let's be honest, EU is probably the first of many governments that are going to be like, no, we don't want you to have privacy. And if that's the case, the selling pressure will be through the roof. The buying pressure will be basically nil. A lot of these can dump. Wouldn't be a shock to see a number of them go to zero. It's kind of how tough the situation is for privacy coins right now. If there's a significant relisting, or if there's massive development for privacy coins, where we're properly seeing like DeFi development, DEXs and AMMs that are privacy chain supported, maybe we can see a real surge in growth for these. But outside of that or a delisting, I see no reason why any of these will pump in price. They're very, very dangerous holdings at this point in time, from just how are you going to make your money back situation. Like I said, best case scenario, $2.50. But yeah, I fear for privacy coins. I really do. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. Are you fearful for their future as well? Sorry to end on a sour note. Guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in this bull cycle, all you have to do is join up at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run, where I share my entire portfolio with my members. Whenever I add to my portfolio with a coin, I tell my members what coin I'm adding in at what price. Whenever I sell, I tell my members what coin I'm selling and at what price. So there's no work for my members. They make the same profit. If you go onto the site, you'll see the profits made. This is all public record. You can verify it. If you don't have a portfolio, get one now. Because if you're looking at waiting 3 months, it's going to be too late. You're going to miss a ton of profit. And as you saw on the spreadsheet, 123,000 in a year and a half, that can be made in 6 months in the crypto market, but you've got to have the right coins. So if you haven't yet, have a read of copymycrypto.com, have a look at it all, and try it out, guys. That's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.